Hello, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of TDM Eskimo Mobile, alternative office solutions for Chrome OS. Using a Chrome OS means you may have to find other ways of typing a document, creating a home budget, creating a photo presentation. Either way, finding something that you like will present its challenges. There are many more solutions than most of us think. We have three types of solutions: web-based, Android-based, and last Linux beta. So let me show you what I have found for Office solutions that you may like or may want to consider. Basic Office features. I have looked for Office suites to use on my Chromebook. It needed to have three main bundles. The three bundles are word processing, spreadsheets, and last presentations. Each application then needed to have or meet some basic feature as well. Word processing couldn't just create and edit a document, or you're just using a notepad of some kind. Google Docs offers more than most people think. If I were to say create paragraph styles, that would leave out the web version of MS Word, as well as the Android version of MS Word. In Google Docs, you can create paragraph styles from scratch. So can the cloud version of OnlyOffice. So I would say have some kind of paragraph style options, whether it's built in or create. Lastly, the basic stuff like word count, inserting something like pictures, stuff, fonts and sizes, bold and stuff, alignment, spaces, indents, and lastly, bullets. Spreadsheets are a bit more complicated to measure basic features. Some spreadsheets don't do data validations or conditional formatting. So if this creates measuring basic features difficult. With that said, I believe the suggested software can at least do some kind of home budgeting. I'm not going to worry about corporate or business or anything like that. Google Sheets is quite extensive and it can do quite a lot. With that said, most of us, if we're going to get a Chromebook, it needs to at least meet some kind of home budgeting abilities. Same can be said for presentations features. So I will keep it to minimum of doing some kind of slideshow. So with that out of the way for basic Office software features, let's get on to the suggestions. So web-based suggestions, Google Docs. No brainer there. Web versions of MS Office, no brainer there. Many of us don't know, but you can get a free iCloud account. Yes, a free iCloud account. You don't have to own an Apple device. You just have to have an Apple account so you can access an iCloud. OnlyOffice Personal Cloud. There's an OnlyOffice Personal Cloud version as well. Handcom Office Online. In other words, called Handcom Spaces. Authy Docs and Rollapps. They came up in the let me get it. stores. They came up in the Chrome store. And so I just put them in there. As a suggestion. I never tried or tested them out. I have tried and tested out HandCom, OnlyOffice, iCloud, web version of MS Office, and Google Docs. These last two in the web-based suggestions I have not tried out. OFIFFI. So these came up in the Chrome Web Store, and so did Roll Apps. They came up in the Chrome Web Store. But as you can see, they're more like a web version of GIMP, OpenOffice, Inkscape. Same with Office Docs, whatever that one was, Roll Apps and Office Docs. Yeah, there seems to be some kind of online version of them. But with Linux Beta, why go there? But they made the list. Android-based suggestions. MS Office apps, Google Docs, only Office has an Android version. SoftMaker with Office Suite 2021, there's an Android version for your phone and ARM-based Chromebook. Or you can install the Linux version with the x86-based CPU of Chromebooks. WPS Office, HandCom Office still comes in Android version. Polaris Office, Android Office, which is basically Apache OpenOffice without base. Polaris Office has been around a while, but they do need some major updating. SoftMaker's Office updated for the 2021 is so modern now. Yes, it's so modern now. It's pretty nice. WPS Office is functional. It gets the job done. It's no Linux version, but it's pretty nice. LinuxBased Suggestions. LibreOffice from the repositories, meaning when you install your Linux beta and you go to the command line terminal, you can install LibreOffice. WPS Office installed for ARM and x86 versions of Chromebooks. Links provided. Calligraphy Office from the repositories, meaning after you enable Linux beta, you can install Calligraphy Office. SoftMaker Suite 2021 installed for the x86 version base of Chromebooks. The site itself gives you instructions, or if you have an Android app for the ARM-based CPU Chromebook. OnlyOffice download for x86 CPU in the YouTube how-to link. It exists. I don't recommend it, but it exists. OpenOffice for the x86-based CPU for the Linux version. That's what you'll be installing is the Linux version. YouTube link how-to. With everything, there's a caveat. Obviously, these guys here have their caveat. And these guys here have their WPS Office have its caveat. Their workarounds, they're not like you're downloading and installing from the Google Play Store or from the repositories. This one I trust a lot more because the website itself tells you and gives you instructions to install SoftMaker Office Suite 2021 on your x86 based CPU Chromebook and or your Android version on your ARM based CPU Chromebook. So they're a lot more official in their Office Suite getting installed on your device. These other guys with links provided, the caveat is you're on your own. But there are solutions that do exist. You have to remember with Linux beta, the whole idea of Linux first started that really wasn't supported, but now it is being supported by Google themselves with their own Linux beta. So the conclusions, there are a lot of alternative Office productivity suites to get work done. One of your main questions is, are you going to be online or offline? My Chrome OS I mostly see as an online device with lots of options. A Windows or a Mac or even a Linux PC I see as a personal computer first and then an online device. So how do you see your Chrome OS device, online or offline? This will help decide what kind of alternative suite to choose. For offline choices, there are Android apps and Linux Beta. Yep, there's still Google Docs offline in your browser. I still wonder why the Chromebox wasn't as huge as the Chromebooks. For online options, there are web-based applications and their options like OnlyOffice, Personal Cloud, and Handcom Online Office can connect to Google Drive services and Dropbox and OneDrive services. A lot of research is needed to find a solution for you with your Chrome OS device. Finding something not just what you like, but something you can feel familiar and manage your Office suite with. Good luck and have a great day. Thank you.